Hey guys, welcome back to the 415 podcast with your girls, Miss B and Keita.
Hey girl,
Hey,
what you doing?
never listened to this podcast.
What podcast?
The 415 podcast.
Yeah.
With Miss B?
And Kita.
Oil. I got you. So somebody said, yours
Y'all know
was made fresh.
y'all know when I got mine. She said she was making it for her coworker.
Miss B, what up? What up? What up? What up?
You really
Good.
want to know what's up?
What's good?
You really want to know what's up on this
You
good Sunday?
you
And
heard? What's good?
it's the first Sunday. And we got some queens on.
Queens.
Y'all want to really know what's happening? It's the kickoff to a whole new month.
Mm-hmm.
New goals, fresh mindset,
Mm.
restart, clean slate.
Mm.
Need I go on?
I mean,
Okay.
why you at it?
Look,
Throw this in there
it's
too.
time to jump into the things that you said you was gonna do because we in second quarter, right? That's why we love April, our birthday month, because it's the second new year. Did you do what you said you were supposed to do in those first 3 months?
I mean, fun fact: my birthday do start the new year. That's why they call it April Fool's Day. I'm just saying.
Okay, go ahead and plug in. Go on. Go
You know what I
ahead.
mean?
Look, but April 15th is better because people get their mind together because they owe some money, right? Or they think they're getting some money. What you said.
I mean,
So what you look, anyway, let's introduce these beautiful queens. Look at my shirt. Okay, these beautiful queens over here. Okay. This is your queens. Look, you see the shirts? He came in. We got another queen coming in. She gonna make her grand entrance. Okay, we got another one coming. But look, we got Miss Eki over here. Nana Ya. Come on.
Asantua.
Woo! Say it again. Say it fully.
Nanaya Asantua. She is from Ghana. Yes, Nanaya Asantua.
come on with it.
Nana Ya Asantua.
Asantua.
You got it. You
Oh,
got it.
Nana
queen.
Ya Asantua.
Hey.
Nana Asantua. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
hey,
oh.
hey.
And
What?
then we got Shannon, aka Miss Queen Nefertiti.
Come on with it.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm loving the vibes. You know, we could turn anything into a song, anything into a dance. So I'm just ready to vibe, rock out, talk about your queens with these two queens from the 415. Hello, we in here.
We in here. I love it. The colors, the beauty, the hair, the natural hair, the different styles we got going on right
Yes.
now. Keita got the slick down.
Huh,
Come on.
You know,
I got this beautiful little gray patch. Hello. Come on, character. Look.
we got the
I'm here
locks
for it.
going. Yes.
Come on. Is this the Afro puff going right here? Because I missed mine. I done chopped it off 3 times. Yes. And then, come on. We have McQuavon. Okay, look, she bringing in the extra seasoning to the show because she rolling, y'all. Rolling.
Queens
Okay.
is busy. Queens is
Yes.
busy. We
Look, you
multitasking around here. You heard?
That's how you do it. Did you heard, Keita?
You heard?
Keita thinks she's from New York.
I was like, I hear it.
Keita thinks she's from New York, okay? So I'm gonna let her roll with it.
I'm from Virginia.
But you know what? It sounded real good. And
It
you know what?
It did.
We was gonna roll with it regardless.
You know?
Look,
Listen,
Keita,
can somebody bring me a bacon, egg, and cheese? I mean,
that's what I was about to tell her to ask. Look, 'cause that's the first
BLT.
thing.
You want a
A
BLT?
bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll.
yeah,
You
please.
can't forget the Bev. You can't forget the Bev. All
I'm just
right.
asking.
We get real New York up in here. So
Yeah.
Andrew said she's in the waiting room.
Okay, let her in. I'm not the host this week. That's Keita job, so she got to let everybody in. Okay, I did last week. All right. Listen. Ooh, y'all ain't ready for this queen. Y'all ain't ready for this queen. Oh, oh, there she go. Oh, who this? Who this? Angie? Oh, what?
Yes.
Queen Cleopatra?
Yes.
Hey, hello, Miss Queen.
Hello. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened.
No,
What
you good. You good. Coming in, look, just coming in with it. All right, now we got the whole crew here, y'all. So let's jump into it. Like we said this off air, so I just want to just kind of say it again. Eki and I know each other from like a fashion show, like I want to say maybe 8 years ago around there.
Been a minute.
It's been a super minute, but you know, we
Mhm.
still connected, you know, on IG
love
because social
it.
media be bringing and connecting and networking and all that good stuff,
I
right?
love it.
But it's necessary that we have these beautiful faces come on this here platform because the 415 is about uplifting, encouraging, cracking jokes here and there, okay? And then literally being therapeutic sessions for Keita and I. We use this platform to literally reach out to brands, small brands, new brands. We've had authors. We've had, what else we had? Musicians. We had sound engineers. We had,
Athletes.
yes, yeah, we had a former NBA player come up here from the Lakers. So we have some people, a lot of authors, because you know what? We got a lot to say. As a Black community, we have a lot to say. And that's why I love our platform, because we give people the range to just pretty much to say whatever they want.
Love
because
it. Thank you for
everybody's
having
voice.
us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the 415 podcast.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
So,
y'all for coming.
I want each of you to just give a one-liner to how you decided to select your queen. Like how? Because I want to know. So Eki, you want to go first?
I'm trying to think like how we answer that question because we all know kind of how. I'll be very transparent. I put God first in everything that I do, every single thing. And before we do a show, have a meeting or anything, we pray first before anything. So a lot of the queen names, and this is only half of us. There's a whole nother slew of us. And it's spiritually based. I felt it and I asked them, hey, I see you. And I also like the characters. Shannon, she's a woman of light, a woman of God-fearing, a woman of power, and she really believes having an equal, and God is so good, equal counterpart with you. She Queen Nefertiti and her husband Akhenaten, they were equal. You think about it like a Michelle and Barack Obama, and the way that, and it's all about manifestation. And now she recently just got engaged to the love of her life. So you know what I mean? It's that type of spiritual thing with celebration. And for me, I used to play, I still do, Makeda, Queen of Sheba, and she's a woman of faith. My journey is all about faith. And with Nana Yaa Asantewaa, she really came in a vision of mine. I got to go to Ghana in 2018, so I was able to learn about Nana Yaa Asantewaa and visit the slave dungeons there. So COVID came around, and her story is so powerful that she was known as the Queen Mother, protector of the Golden Stool, commander-in-chief. She fought in the army. So as people with what we were going through during this pandemic and even racial uprising, she came in my spirit because of her story. So that's where Nana Yaa Asantewaa. And then I'll have the queens talk about their queens, but I'll say that much and they can share.
So
it's really spiritually rooted.
So basically you Queen Warrior around here. You the warrior.
With some love and light. With some love and light.
Yes.
Go ahead, Shannon. Congratulations to you, because I'm over there trying to find one.
I'm trying to find. Hello, can you
he
rub
got a
some
brother
of that off on me?
Comment.
He got an uncle.
Listen,
he got a god brother.
Listen, let me tell you. when me and my fiance when we met, I was really in a place of like, I'm focused on me, I'm focused on Jesus, I'm focused on the bag, I'm focused on the come up, and God was like, bloop, bloop, like I'm just bloop, bloop, right there. So it caught me off guard, but everything has been so like authentic and it just flows. It's just God, because honestly, like Miss Eki was saying too, everything all of us do is just rooted first and foremost in God. We just let him lead. And when you let him lead, things flow. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I always don't hit God with the butt because I'm a planner and I'm always like, but
why God?
But
I need to prepare for this.
Right. But I've come to learn that when I just surrender to him, no matter how hard it is, things just flow. It just flows. Just like with your queens, things just flow. And like honestly, even with Queen Nefertiti, I love telling the origin story of how I became Queen Nefertiti because we believe over here birth by fire. Okay, let me tell you, I was interning for your queens. I was an intern with my beautiful sister Mickey, who was my college roommate. That's my bestie. That's my sister. And I went to intern one day. And the Queen Nefertiti at that time, she wasn't available. And Miss Eki literally was like, "You ready to be Neffy today?" And I was like, "Huh?" And the next thing I knew, I was in the costume and I was performing. So we're understudies for each other. We know each other's lines. We can pick up and be anybody that we need to be. But it's so special to me to be Queen Nefertiti because, as she mentioned, she's just so powerful. And like, of course, I grew up knowing Queen Nefertiti's face. I knew what she looked like from what we've seen. She's such an icon of Egyptian culture. But when I start to learn her story, because we really study our queens and our kings, we want to know their backstories. And I have moments in my regular life where I'm like, "Oh, this is a Shan Neffy moment," because Nefertiti was so bold and she was so about, you know, my pharaoh, my husband holds me on this equal playing field, even though women were seen as objects at that time. But he was really like, "You are the queen. We make decisions together. We rule this together. Like, this is a partnership." And she took that energy and gave it to other women. Like, okay, my pharaoh has empowered me to be a queen, to be, you know, a royal. So I want to teach you how to be a queen and how to be royal in your own households, in your own, I always say, in your own pyramids, you know, like let that shine. So being Queen Nefertiti is just such an honor. And when we put on our costumes, when we embody our queens and we tap into their stories, their histories, these are our ancestors. Like, that's something that always drives me, is that we're not just making up a story because it sounds good and we look pretty and we're dressed up. Like, these are our ancestors. This is where we came from. This is our history. So that's how I came to be Queen Nefertiti. And I just feel like it was the perfect fit because she you better not.
You got to give people their flowers while they're here.
Listen, thank you. I appreciate it because
everybody got them flowers today.
A lot of us, Miss Eki will give us the opportunity to choose our queen, but I just feel like our queens just kind of come upon us.
They chose you.
They choose us. It's just the perfect fit. And I know Angie will go into her story too, but you'll just see how our personal lives, personalities, and traits just fit so perfectly with our queens. So
y'all gonna make me cry today, but go ahead. It's so good.
I felt it for a second. I was like,
yes.
"Wow,
you know how you be trying to hold it back?"
Listen, my ears are so hot right now because I'm trying not to like.
That's the truth. That's the truth, honey. That's the truth. You speaking the truth now. That's what it is.
You know it's Sunday now. Come on. Oh.
Listen, and that's why I was late to our pre-meeting because church had ran over.
That's fine. Let God move.
Listen, I wasn't even dressed. Hair won't even together.
In you.
Listen. Look, all you do with natural hair, you just,
zhuzh it up. Zhuzh it.
Let go. So, come on, Queen Cleopatra.
Oh, goodness.
I be thinking I can sing, but, I can't hold notes.
Hey, it's all right. Listen, everybody can sing because I just be having moments where I just be singing and you can't tell me that I can't over here be Beyonce. I just be going right for the gold, okay?
Come on.
Now I be thinking I'm her. I put on glasses and I get a fake little guitar, but it's my broomstick, and I just be going in my feelings.
Listen,
I know that's we creative.
Yesterday, I told somebody, I said I'm a world-renowned rapper in my living room. The couches are my fans. That's
listen, but you got bars, Shannon. Stop playing.
You gonna hit us with a
don't hype me. Because in this
we hyping you, hype you up.
We gonna have to. You gonna have to close with that ball.
Oh, listen, she dropped some gems.
Look, so we ain't gonna put you on it right now, but in a couple of minutes you gonna.
Yeah, you know.
All right, let me work on it while they
drop a few bars.
Come on with the bars.
So I mean, like my journey with Your Queen started about 3.5 years ago when I got introduced by the lovely Shannon Nia. We were doing working on a project together, and she told me about this group that she was actually she was in, and she was a queen, and I was just like, queen? What do you mean you a queen? And I was just like, oh, let me see what this is about. So then I went on the website and I got totally mesmerized at the fact that there was representation for me, especially the fact that my family comes from Ghana. So like my father is from Ghana. So, and my sisters were born in Ghana. So the fact that I actually have that, I was just like, finally, somebody that will understand. So I reached out to Eki and I just was like, hi, I want to join. Like, how do I join? Like, what's the process? She was like, we have to meet first. She was like, we have to have a meeting first. We have to see. I can't tell you yes or no yet, but we had a meeting in a coffee shop. We shut down the coffee shop on top of the way we vibe and it's just funny story is that Shannon, myself, and Eki are all 2 days apart. So we call ourselves the triple twos because Eki's birthday is the 24th, Shannon's birthday is the 20th of June, and mine's is the 22nd. So we literally are 222. So it was just
Come on, Kansas, the 222.
Come on, Juneteenth.
So it was just how it worked out. So we shut down the coffee shop and we had a great conversation, and she just was like, you know what, I know who I want you to be, but I want you to go home and look at every queen and see what queen fits. So at that part of my life, I was going through some stuff, and like Queen Nzinga was the person who fit for me at that time because of the fact that she was more of a person who was being learned and she was being taught by her family and her friends on how to become a warrior, how to rule a country. And at that point in time, that was my journey. I was being taught a lot of different disciplines in terms of my actual my home life and everything that's going on. So I literally felt like Queen Nzinga was the person for me. And then a couple months later, we had someone was supposed to perform for Queen Cleopatra, and she couldn't make it. And we already had another Queen Nzinga there for that day. So Eki was like, listen, here's your chance. She was like, Queen Cleopatra. She was like, do you know the lines? I said, yes, I studied. I did everything I needed to do. And she put me on stage. And from then, Queen Cleopatra was born. Literally, her story about her resilience, ruling at the age of 18, becoming a person who was known for their beauty and their grace and the way that they portrayed. And then the biggest thing that resonates to me is the fact that she was always portrayed to be as equal to her male counterparts. And that to me is how I live my life every day. I don't look at my male counterparts to be not equal to me. I rise above and rise with them so that we're all equal and in its entirety. So that's kind of like how Cleopatra resonates with me.
I know that, honey. You better tell it. You better tell your story.
Didn't I tell you this is the platform to share?
The queen I resonate with is Latifah. That's sis right there.
And I had a dream last night, and you met Queen Latifah literally last night. So that's funny.
Listen, if I meet Queen, my girl, you know, call me your queen.
It's coming for you. It's coming. It's coming.
She favors so much, and she does that lip thing that Queen Latifah does. When I can't do it.
Let me see.
I can't do it. You'll see it as we go on. It's like I can't really. It's like when my hair is longer, and I'd be like, oh yeah, you have to look like Queen Latifah. That's sis. I'm waiting.
Yep. So it was in my dream. So you know what they say, sometimes stuff that you dream about gonna happen, so it just might happen for you. So look, you better be ready. Don't, you got to stay ready instead of getting ready. So that's it.
You better stay ready.
That's the word for you. That's the word. So she's back. McQuavon. Talk about the board. You guys, because look, you a queen too. So talk about it. How did you get involved with your queens?
Y'all are so funny to me. I just want to say that first. And then two, I actually it was by faith because I knew Miss Eki since high school. She was my dance teacher and I just always gravitated towards her from high school. And then when I went to college, same concept. We ironically went to the same college and I just been rocking out with her ever since. And when she presented the idea to Your Queens, I was like, yes, I'll be on like no questions asked. Because one thing you're gonna realize if you don't already know about Miss Eki, she's very humble and it's like she'll think of these ideas and she's like, okay, well, I can see it here for right now. But then like when you actually think about the manifestation that she like, how it just originates, it's like you are like a dope individual and I could see this progressing. So that's how we met and just been rocking with her ever since.
You got it, girl. You got it, girl. You got it.
That's my jam. I listen to that like once a day.
Me too. You know, I don't even know. It's just
Angie, I know.
I was like, hey. They be like, you ever tired of that song yet? No.
Oh my goodness.
I love that song.
Oh my goodness.
Something about Chris Brown. I don't understand.
I love him. I don't care what they say.
The lyrics, like even like go crazy. Like
I see you.
Like mad old, and it just be like you just be bumping like damn. Like,
Go Shannon.
Daddy, getting it, baby. Go ahead.
So listen, what McQuavon just said just literally hit me like a ton of bricks because how you are, Eki, in the dance scene is how I am as a runway coach. Because I have models who say the same thing that she says about me. Wow. And when I tell you how that thing hits and you get all choked up and stuff.
Oh, no, I'm holding it back. I'm trying to be.
Because me, you know, people
just
think
let your
models,
soul glow, honey. Let your soul glow.
Yes, let it glow. So I told you I'd be trying to say. But like when you literally are in your purpose, the people that come in contact with you, the way what you got going on just kind of just flows over to them.
It
like,
flows.
Yes.
It's God. It's so
the word,
God.
flows.
It flows.
Flows.
It's so natural. It's not forced. It's just effortless. And that doesn't mean it doesn't come with challenges, but it still just flows. It just
I've never been in a group of women before where we just really vibe the way Your Queens does. I'm talking about like we could literally not see each other for a whole year and we get together and it's just like, dang girl, like what? And it's just the energy. You just be getting hyped just to get hyped. They be like, we going to get a sandwich. Going to get a sandwich. Hey, going to get a sandwich. Like you just
gonna get on it. What you gonna get on it?
It's like that. We be in the store.
That bagel and that cheese on it.
They be looking at us like, dang, they just like always not. It's just the energy, it's the vibes. It literally is a group of women. And we're not talking about like 4 or 5 of us. Like we're like a tribe of people. And we come big and not even that. Our princesses are just as much as a tribe. You can't touch the queens if you don't have the princesses. Like they got our back from front to back to side. I don't even know. So
and that's a good thing because you know not naturally, but typically within our community, Black women can't really come together and have each other backs like that and without there being some type of tension somewhere in the group.
Competition,
somebody's trying to outdo whoever. So it's always
she was cute. No, you did.
Right. So it's always good to hear how Black women can come together and support each other, have each other's back. And serve in the community together. It's always a good thing. So I bow down to you, queens.
Thank you, queen.
I bow down to you, queens, for that.
We give God all the glory. God all the glory. And we love supporting each other, even just up to I spoke to 2 queens this morning who are not on here, but just to show you the communication. And one of the queens, and I'm a huge communicator, especially when you put God first in everything and allowing what I love about your queens and my queens, men and women, is we are part of this organization, but we also have our own individual goals and dreams. So it's like, yo, what are you doing? What do you need me for? Yesterday, we supported one of our queens, Rashina, for her 35th birthday party. Myself and Shannon performed for her. because that's what she wanted. So we were like, all right, we're gonna go. It's her backyard. She got a group of her friends, and I played Nana Ya Asante, where she played Queen Nefertiti. I called one of my homegirls to be the host, and we had a magical time to introduce that to her friends. And speaking on the phone with one of my queens today, just to show you how our communication and authenticity is, she literally called me to be like, yo, my bad, I haven't been around. I just want to tell you this is what's going on. I'm like, I love you, sis. She's like, I love you too. I'll talk to you later. Great. That's all it is. There's no part of me that's like, you have to have. No, let's communicate. Let's find how we vibe. Let's continue to work together, heal together, grow together, and all these different things. So I'm so thankful for what we are growing this past 6 years.
Wow. The check-ins are real.
It's like you have to allow people to be in their space, because if you don't, you push them away, or don't take what they're going through in their life personal. Allow them to be in their space, allow them to move the way they need to move. They'll come back, they'll let you know, hey, this is what's going on. I'm having some trouble here. I just didn't want to talk about it then, but I'm just letting you know what's happening. And that's what we don't, 100%. We don't give each other grace. And that's the thing. We don't give each other a grace.
I was listening to Devon Franklin because his book coming out. Oh, I'm being on there tomorrow night with Kurt Franklin. Ow. So are y'all cousins, Franklin and Franklin? What y'all doing? Anyway, and he had talked to Pastor Mike Todd. Let me tell you something about Mike Todd. If y'all know about him, he is dope. Okay, he's out of, I think, Oklahoma, but he said you got to have the pace of grace. When Keita said grace, I was like, oh my gosh, bells ringing. Pace of grace.
I love that. I love that. Pace of
grace. It was dope.
That word keeps following me. Grace. Grace. Oh man. Wow. Yeah.
You gotta do it. Look, I'm about to move. Listen, Miss B about to be mad. I'm about to move to New York so I can be part of your queens. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all growing in Atlanta. Which queen, which queen embodies, she, because I get a lot of visions and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm a warrior on the inside, because some people will piss me off.
Wait, say that, Angie.
All right, so you said Queen Amina. So this is what I'm saying, like on some real stuff, right? And Miss B can let you know. I've always said I always wanted to play in a movie, a TV show that's going to like help me embody my ancestors, because I wanted to be able to tell the story that they couldn't tell. Like I'm so serious. Like if I had a chance to do that, had it. Woo! Just to tap in.
I love that.
Don't get me started. Listen,
that's like my dream to do that. Like for real. Whether
Tyler Perry, you listening?
You in Atlanta, girl? You better drive on by there.
But they ain't ready for that down here yet. They, it's just like it's either a queen. I even said I even wanted to play a slave just to. And now people say, why you want to do that? It's a story that they couldn't tell. Oof. It's not about the trauma. It's a story they couldn't tell. It was more to them to just being a slave. You know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah. So when that day comes,
it's coming.
Listen, our strength, our resilience, and I think that's why they just can't stand us, because you can kick us, knock us, beat us. We coming back
stronger.
Even more focused. We was focused before, but we coming for you, okay? We ain't gonna hurt you though.
And beautiful.
Listen, all shades. I think that's another reason why they don't like us, because we got all shades, okay? Listen, you see, y'all see it? You see, look, bang, bang, bang,
look
bang.
Look at y'all.
Just beautiful.
Right.
Hello. So I know, Keita, you had some questions, like hit them with that.
So what I want to know, and it's kind of like I'm sorry guys, you've already kind of like answered that question, but I just wanted to know, like, what brought on the vision of your queens? Like, how did that come about? To establish, a vision like that.
Y'all want me to take it, or you want to take it?
We literally said it 100 times.
We can't take it. You gotta go.
You want me to go?
It's honestly my favorite story. Everybody gather around.
Come.
My favorite story.
All right, so boom. Oh, your queen started.
What comment said? Go, 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 go.
Got me cracking up. All right. So, all right. So the story started. I love telling the story because I want people now to. You can ask any of my friends and family; they could tell the story the same way I'm about to say it. So in 2014, in October 2014, I went to a birthday party. Again, I put God first in everything I do. So a friend of mine invited me to a birthday party for her 4-year-old daughter. I'm a dance teacher, so it was one of my old students. So I went to this birthday party, and I only went because I'm greedy. I love food. This is a true story, right?
That's black people all day.
It was like, oh, he was feeding your soul. So it's a reason about that. So I go there because I'm like, there's gonna be fried chicken, mac and cheese. I'm going.
Mac and cheese, come on.
You know what I mean? Right now I can't eat no mac and cheese no more. All that.
Mm-hmm.
So I get there, and I remember sitting down, and it felt like I was sitting on a throne now that I reflect on it more. So it's a lot of our children there, black and brown kids, they running around having a good time. And my mind is I'm waiting for them to call me on the food when the food is ready. So I'm just patiently sitting like, la, la, la. So during that time, again, kids are running around having a good time. This is a real story.
I love it.
Two white princesses came out. Nothing wrong. It's fine. We see this all the time. Long blonde hair, the kids are gravitating because these beautiful Disney princesses. And literally, and I'm sitting there, it was almost like, oh shoot, the bulb went off. And I felt like God, I used to not tell this story because I thought it was weird. Now I'm like, I'm fine being a hot mess, weird, authentic, all that. Like, take it all. Take that. You know what I mean? I get to the birthday, I'm there, and I see the kids running around, and the bulb went off. And it felt like God said, I brought you here, my child, because I now, doing my company, Eki's famous for so many years. Eki means joy, all about spreading peace, love, and joy. So I'm like, I'm good with that. This is what I'm going to do. This is what God has for me. And God was like, actually, I have another mission. And so he literally said, I brought you to this party because now I want you to start your own company, African Queens. And I literally sat there like, oh shoot, you serious? So that was October of 2014, right? You were gonna say something, Ms. B?
No, I was just saying, now you want me to do it now?
You got it.
On top of this.
But I'm like,
and I'm already busy.
But here's this. I'm Eki, I'm still working on myself. I got self-esteem issues. Like, I got all these stuff going on. Are you sure? Me? So here, October, and I was like, boom, this is the mission you want me to do. October 2014. Between October and January, I reached out to friends of mine and talked about, I have a lot of friends who just knew the idea. So they're blown away. And when they see us doing it and they support us. So he said, first, I need you to literally research Queen Cleopatra, then Queen Nzinga, then Queen Nefertiti, then Queen Cleopatra. And each time, like every 3 weeks, I would literally indulge and research their attributes, what they wore, how they sounded, what they looked like. Called a group of my friends. We did a photo shoot. By January of 2015, we hit the ground running and launched. And we've been flying ever since then with grace and beauty and expanding ever since then. But here's the true story how I know it was God in us, always put him first. Because I remember, let's say like around November of 2014, so it was already a month in. I remember driving in my car one day because I was living in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. And I remember thinking about Makeda, Queen of Sheba of Faith. And this Caribbean guy, as I'm driving, he told me to roll down your window. He was across the street, Rastafarian guy. And I was like, why is this guy harassing? I'm like, what does he want? Like, I'm minding my business, had a purple head wrap. I'm in my zone. Thinking about Makeda, Queen of Sheba. He tells me to roll down. He goes, you look like the Queen of Sheba. And I was like, oh, shoot, I'm supposed to be doing. And here we are.
The way God be sending people. Listen, and sometimes you don't want to listen to them people because they don't look like what you think they should look like.
Listen. Hello.
That's one story of the magic of the miraculous vision of Why Your Queens was launched.
That is amazing. Dope. Like
10 queens, kings, we have a board of directors, we have princesses, and we have prince, and then we have a slew of family and friends that support us.
Wait, so you say you got kings? They single kings and What they doing? What they doing?
Let me see. Who we got? We got what's it, Nathaniel? I'll ask him if he's single. I gotta ask him.
We got a little bit son. We got a little.
We're a little son. I think Nathaniel's single. Look at me put him out there.
Listen,
Remember?
Kita, go do a drive-by.
All right, he might be in Atlanta. Wait, he did text us this morning. He's in the upstate right now. He always
he working.
Oh, that's good. He working.
He working.
That's good.
You know, I'm just dropping those keywords in.
Hello.
Working.
Listen.
He working.
Listen.
He working.
If it ain't him, maybe he got a brother, uncle, somebody. You know, somebody.
Hello.
Everybody needs somebody.
Hello.
You know,
Somebody.
I love that story because you know you go to a birthday party. You know, I don't do the whole Disney. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love some Disney now.
I'm about to say because don't even try to tell that.
I'm inspired.
I love some Disney, but when I go to like a birthday party, it's like why we always got to see these damn princesses at these birthday parties? Why? And the fact that your vision, that's what God gave you. And sometimes when God give you that vision, you got to act on that thing right there because you got a window of opportunity. He's like, okay, you want to keep playing? I'll take it and give it to somebody else.
Amen.
So the fact that you listened,
amen,
and you ran with it.
What the book said?
Thank you.
Write it down and make it plain.
Yes.
Haba what? We never could pronounce that. Habakkuk. Write it down and make it plain so that the people who are running can see.
So now, what you know, what I would like to know is like you starting your queens. You all queens are now a part of you queens. How has being a part of it changed your lives? You know, outside of your queens. Like, do you?
I'll take that. I think for me personally, I used to get the nickname the Hurricane because when I used to come in the room, my presence used to be like, damn, like she's a boss. Like when you come in the room, like you could taste, like I was like, I don't stink, nothing stink on me. I know my stuff. I know this and da-da-da-da. I used to walk with my head like in my butt. Sorry. Let's really be serious. Yeah. And then somebody sat me down and was like, why you so stink? And I was like, what you mean I'm stink? And she was like, why are you so stink? Like, why you walk around with this chip on your shoulder? What's wrong with you? And I was like, it's a chip? Like it's apparent? And I was like, okay, fine. So let me go and do some self-work. And then as I started my self-work, I met Eki.
What's so good in that, not to cut you up, but what's so good at what you said is somebody came and told you, you didn't come at her or him or whoever it was. You did not come back with the attitude. You listened.
I listened. And then I met Eki. And I was just like, she's just full of life the way I am, but she's so humble. And I was just like, wow. I was like, so I don't have to be this butthole. Like, I don't have to be this butthole to get what I deserve in life. So I said, you know what? Let me really like be a student for once. I was always trying to be a teacher, but let me be a student. And I literally sat there and watched how she interacted with people and things that she used to do. And even how when people used to come at her in a crazy way, she would just be like
Grace,
like blocking that. And me, I'd have been like, so what's up? Like, and you can't do that. And then 6 months ago, I became a mom.
Yay. Congratulations.
You. And my son humbled me even more to the point where people just be talking to me. Like the other day I had an experience where I was trying to go to the store to go buy some food so I could make my baby some food. And I had a Karen moment. Where this lady was like, I'm gonna call the cops for me. And I looked at her and I was like, you are so lucky that I'm a mom, because the old me would have tore you up for coming to my window and knocking on my window and asking me some question and talking about you're gonna call the cops on me for a spot. But the new me said to Jesus, she He said, take the wheel and just continue on driving your car. Because if you get arrested, that little boy ain't gonna have a mama. So therefore, I'm gonna take myself and I'm gonna get in my car and I'm not even gonna approach you. Because if I did, that's what she wanted me to do.
Exactly.
So your queens really has showed me the value of valuing myself as a woman and understanding that you can still have a voice and be humble. Your voice is not superseded by anything just because of the fact of how society is portraying you. And furthermore, Miss Eki has shown me that when you believe in your purpose, in your passion, that you can get any and everything that you want. And I'm finally seeing that, and it's coming to fruition because everything that I've been wanting and dreaming are now in the form of my son.
Y'all always try to make somebody, hold on.
Alignment.
My nose burning.
Mama Icky. Girl.
You see why people call her Miss Eki? They call her Mama Eki. They call her
Mama Eki.
My nose burning. Wait.
I love y'all so much.
And as she said she started this 6 years ago, right?
Right.
I only joined Your Queens 3 years ago, and this is the impact she's made on my life in 3 years. So imagine a lifetime of being with her for 15, 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It sounds like, you know, you're teaching, you know, about our royal lineage, letting others know, okay, this is who we were. This is who we were before they said who they thought we were. You know what I'm saying? But also helping women tap into their femininity. And a lot of us don't know how to do that. Like, I'm starting to learn how to do that on my own, you know, tapping into, learning how to be soft. And not saying I'm not soft. I mean, I can't be soft, but just accepting and surrendering to being in my femininity and saying, okay, it's okay for me to be that way. It's all right. It's okay to be vulnerable. You know, I've always seen myself as a humble person, someone who's always there to have somebody else's back, who's always there to help and aid my friend or my family or whoever needs it. But I've always had this guard up. I've always had this part of me who felt like I need to have this wall up to protect myself from anybody. And I had to learn how to, okay, it's okay to just let that come down. It's okay to embrace that feminine part of you. You don't always have to have that masculine role. Or
I feel like I need to ad-lib well.
Energy. So
I need that. Y'all bring that feedback. We need that.
You doing that, like you are a blessing to people, and you didn't know that you was going to be a blessing to people. That's always a dope thing. Always.
Thank you.
Yes, girlfriend. Yes. Now that says so much. Like, to go back to when I think Angie, you said that you had to have a sit down with her. Like, she's just not trying to add people for the numbers. In order for this thing to work, y'all have to mesh, right? You have to have the same goals, like the same mindset, like the same, like you got to be on that same energy. So it's just like so dope that you're being very selective. And then, like Keita talked about, like, you know, tapping into femininity and all that. I want to know, like, how can someone who, you know, probably doesn't know much, not really trying to, you know, research this, but how can someone tap into their inner queen? Because some people probably think of the word queen as a palace, money, royalty, that kind of thing. They're like, I'm not a queen. How can that person tap in?
I would like Shannon to jump on that.
Okay, Shannon, come on now.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
It's Sunday, so she about to give you a word. So if I was you,
That's why I said it. I was like, Shannon got this. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Shannon got this.
listen, I'm not ready. Look,
Pastor Shannon is coming to the table.
Y'all better cut it out. Listen.
All right, get your notebooks, get your pen pads and everything, because this word right here is going to be your word for the rest of your life.
Stop.
Take it away,
That part.
Hold on. What's the title of it?
Yeah, what's the topic?
I need the title.
Wait, I ain't ready.
How many points we got? We got 3 points today. What we doing now?
Listen, I'm gonna just let
Exactly.
the spirit move.
That's it. That's the best way to do it too.
You
You gotta put the stank face on it.
brothers and sisters. Well, and I actually really did want to take this question too, because I think it kind of connects back to what I was saying about Queen Nefertiti, how she was a queen in the essence of royalty, in the essence of being a leader and a ruler, but she found it so important to teach other women that were around her, that were in her kingdom, how to be queens in their own homes. And I think one thing that we tend to see too, when we go to performances, people kind of look at us as this untouchable thing. And we go out into the audience and we talk to them and we're like, oh, you're a queen. We're a reflection of you. Like, that's something that we say to each other and others, because we truly are a reflection of each other. And I think when people think about being a queen, you know, whatever your talent is, whatever your strong is, whatever your purpose is, that's you being the queen of that thing. You know, when we walk outside, like being a woman, and as I've gotten older, I just see such a gift of being a woman, and not only being a woman, but being a Black woman. There's just some type of dynamic power, even when you're at your lowest, even when you don't feel cute, even when whatever. When I walk outside, I am a dynamic Black queen. No matter if I have a physical crown on that day, it's the invisible crown that's just on my head. And I think for me, when I think about being a queen, and this is something that we talked about on our show the other night, you know, I always think about that there's other people who are connected to me, you know? So even if I'm not ruling a kingdom per se, we are a part of the kingdom of God, right? So our purposes and everything that we do are aligned. And that was a big word for us. And you can even see it in our conversation today. Alignment is very important to us. And at the top of that alignment is God, but then it fans out to the other things that we do. And I just feel like when you think of it in that way, even if you haven't seen the people that you're gonna bless, even like we were just talking about the vision for Eki, you know, like you didn't see this part of it. You didn't know that it was also going to be transformative in the lives of the people who worked with you. You just saw the vision of, I'm doing this for the community. I'm doing this for the children. I'm doing this because we need to see our history. But look how it transformed our lives. Like we walk differently. We talk differently because we recognize that being a queen is not just a physical thing. It's not just looking like a queen. It's actually living and acting. Queens are servers. You know, queens are backbones. We are creators. Literally the caption that I posted for our picture the other day. These are the things that queens are. We're daughters, mothers. We are the shoulders to cry on. We are pouring out of our cups to fill up others. And every time I think about that too, when you think about being a queen, you know, there's so much that comes to it. It's such an awesome responsibility, no matter how you define it. It's just an awesome responsibility. If you're living and breathing, you're a woman, you are a queen. Like that's just period. That's just all it is. Like there's no definitive answer for it. It's what you see it as. But I remember one day we were having a conversation, and we have these real talks. Our meetings are like, they're businessy, but they're just like venting sessions, aka healing sessions, crying circles, hugging circles, like whatever it is. And I remember one time, I don't know what had me all up in arms, but I was like, it's not fair. It's not fair being a queen sometime, because I was like, we have to take on so much. I'm like, we have to be the mothers. We have to be the backbones for the men in our lives, not even if they're your significant other or whatever it is, just the men, the family in general. Like we let our men lead, but we are the brains, we are the masterminds, we are the organizers. You know, I'm like, we go through so much. I'm like, we have to push babies out of us and like all the things, right? Like there's so many physical and mental and emotional and spiritual things that come along with being a woman, being a queen. And I was just like, it's not fair. Like, where do we go to get filled up? Where do we go to get realigned? And I think it was during a time where a lot of a lot of Black men were being killed by police, even though we know there's no definitive time that could have been at any point.
Right.
But I remember at that particular time, I think that's what was getting me so mad, because I know it. I remember that iconic picture of that beautiful Black queen standing in front of the police officer with the shield, and she was like screaming.
Yes.
And that picture, I was looking at it and I'm like, we're always on the front line.
Yep.
Always.
In our communities, in grand national emergencies, like we are always on the front lines in politics, in everything.
We start the conversation.
We're always the first ones. And I said, where do we go? Like, it's not fair. Where do we go when we're beaten down and bruised and we have to fill up and still put on a brave face and still look pretty and still look presentable and still speak well and still be eloquent and raise the children? I was just like, where do we go? What do we do? And literally, Eki was like, we do this. Our meeting. We come to our sister circle. We talk to each other.
I remember that meeting.
Yes.
I remember that meeting.
She
was
like,
just broke down and started crying.
Yeah,
we broke down because
it was just a bunch of, but we were blubbering like.
Other things crying. Come on now.
It's real.
Because Eki just said those 2 words, and then she gave us the silence, and we just be like,
oh, and I was like, duh, like
you come to each other.
We come to each other, and that is what being a queen is about. Being a queen is not only thinking that you have to handle it all by yourself. Being a queen is knowing when you have to go to your sisters. It's knowing when you have to delegate. And that's something that, to answer the other question,
the D word.
Listen, you
I got it.
Delegate.
No, I got it.
And I don't like delegating because I'm like, I got it. It's me. Like, I'm a superwoman. I'm a queen. I could do it. I got it. But being a queen is knowing that even though you got it, you don't have to have it by yourself. It's knowing that you have a team. It's knowing that you have the tribe. It's knowing that you have your sisters to lean on, to support you. And like I said, merging those 2 questions, the 2 last questions together, that's what being a queen is. And for me, that's what Your Queens has taught me. Because when I first started with Your Queens, I was like, what, 19?
Ooh.
I was, like 18? I don't know. I was young, and now I'm 27, about to be 28. So it's been 10 years of like this journey and experience, and literally that is what I have learned. I'm always someone who's like, I got it, I can help you, I got you, don't worry, I got it, it's good, whatever. And then in the background, I'm burning out, I'm breaking down, I'm falling apart. But I learned through this experience, through embracing my queenhood, my womanhood, is that I don't have to do that because I have a tribe that I can go to. And that's what being a queen is all about. You're leading by example. And I can't go out here and tell you, hey, make sure, you can't pour from an empty cup. I can't come out here and tell you that if I'm not living it myself. So being a queen is leading by example, and it is living the words that you are teaching others, because they're following us. Even when we don't think people are watching us, they're following us. And if I'm out here not practicing what I preach, I can lead someone to their death.
Oh my goodness.
So
talked about that in church today. Come on now.
Oh, listen.
I was waiting for that connection. I was waiting for that connection. She was going to give you a word today.
Because look, you said burnout, and I put a post out this morning on my IG. Y'all follow me, y'all. I'm gonna tell you after. But I literally talked about, because Keita and I just did an episode on self-care, and we also did self-love. So we have a lot of episodes out there, right? But today's post was literally about taking time for yourself, me time, because you're constantly moving and shaking, and you can get burned out in your own brand, in your own company, in your own business.
Absolutely.
Because working 9 to 5, because I still work that. Look,
we all do.
And your 9 to 5, they pulling you from all different ways, right? Being home has made it even more crazier. Right? They're like, okay, well, we're gonna have a meeting for this. We really didn't need a meeting.
We have a meeting to tie shoes. You got a meeting to tie your shoes. You got a meeting to tie the shoes.
You just sitting at home. Let's just jump on in. Like, no,
like I don't have nothing else to do.
Right? I'm like, I ain't even eating yet. It's 4:00. What y'all doing? It's like eating breakfast at 1, lunch at 5. Like this is it. Then
you've been up since 6.
Ma'am.
Inside knowing early to make sure that you was able to do stuff.
Don't let you be off.
That's why I just learned to walk away from the computer.
You have to. That's why I don't take my laptop as much as I try. I don't take it into my room, my bedroom, because I'm like, when I leave this desk, work is done. When I close this laptop, I'm gonna leave you right here and I'm gonna go separate because everything is in one space now. You have to have separation. You have to have those physical boundaries. Like, okay, this is workspace. And
I told somebody, I don't care if I leave my debit card in the office. I'm not going back in there until Monday.
You can cancel that though. You can cancel that though and get a new one.
You can freeze it.
Listen,
look, you can freeze it.
You can look. I'm talking about in my house. If it's in the office, I'm not coming back in this office to get this debit card. I don't want to see no computer.
Nope.
I just won't be. I won't spend no money.
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
I just want to know how we can get into this group this meeting.
You
welcoming new guests. What you doing?
You got new guests. We could come in on the meetings every now and then. You know.
But we gotta have that one-on-one meeting first together.
Hey, listen, we got one-on-one. It don't matter to me. What you want to do? Zoom, WhatsApp, Facebook.
And I was gonna say,
Messenger.
we have been doing our Behind the Crown series where we go live on Facebook and YouTube every other Wednesday. It's on pause right now because we're about to start season 3.
What? We got renewed for what? Season 3.
Come on, who renewed us? Jesus! Like, who renewed us? Jesus,
the Lord.
You better tell us.
When we have those talks, literally, we tell people all the time, and I feel like people sometimes, I don't know if they believe us or not, but the way that we run that show is literally how our meetings are. We check in. How you feeling? Give me one word for the week. Give me one word for how you felt this week, and then we just dive into a conversation.
That's the best way. Sometimes not planning is the best way.
Literally,
absolutely.
Like we planned, we had questions, but we asked one question.
That's it. Listen,
where'd it go?
Look, I told Miss B when we came, but we're coming back into. I said, look, we just gonna let this go. We're gonna let it run.
Let it ride.
We do the same thing.
Just let it flow.
Because look, the way we came in, I already knew. I'm pretty sure y'all knew the way y'all came in. We was just like,
we came in like,
it's a party. It's a party.
Look, I had a question. This is like the questions. I'll forget about it. Just forget about it. Just forget about it.
Eki and I just posted. We actually just celebrated our first year anniversary of Behind the Crown. Nice. We started it. What day was it? The
April 29th.
April 29th, 2020. We started it. And our first we talked about our impact, the impact of the organization on COVID, and like to see its fruition into like what it is now. I mean, we started on Instagram, and now we have a live platform that's like streamed worldwide via Facebook and YouTube. Like we didn't envision this when we were talking about this. We just was like, hey, we could jump on Instagram. We need to get something done. We need to make sure that we stay relevant in COVID times. And what can we do to be relevant? And we was like, a podcast. Bam. Hop on it. We just started doing it. And then we were like, and before you know it, Eki was like, here come the God. I have a platform for you and your queens. That's it. We got a platform now. Then we said, oh, we're gonna do 10 episodes in season 1. And that's it. That's it. Then boom. Season 2. Woo! Black History Month. Oh, y'all want us back again? Now we just finished season 2. And now they like, you coming back again in June, right? Season 3. So you already know we here. Tyler Perry, you hear us. Oprah, I don't know if you hear us. Listen, we ready. Charlemagne, you always talk about Black people. We here.
We love Charlemagne. You know,
we love Charlemagne the God. So Charlemagne, if you ever hear this, come through. Your Queens at Your Queens INC.
Hello.
I know that's
right.
right.
Plug in. Look, we're gonna ask y'all to plug, but y'all already did that. Look,
listen,
they don't plug already.
Listen, Cleopatra Angie is also our social media manager. So
okay, now
Shannon Animal. I mean, this is what being a leader. It's so powerful because Dave also taught me so much about myself as a woman, and they're not only just Queen Cleopatra, Queen Nefertiti. Shannon is on and Angie, they're my advisors on my board of directors. Shannon also is our web mistress.
She's dope with the web. She's dope.
Right.
I mean, I'm here, we're being interviewed, but I'm still in awe of all of you queens, just sharing and just believing in this brand of Your Queens.
Absolutely.
That's
and we're gonna go further. We're gonna go further.
Right.
Disney is gonna make space for us at Disney World when they open. It's gonna be Ariel and Queen Nefertiti. It's gonna be Cleopatra and
I love
and
that.
what's her name? Cinderella.
So better come on with it.
And I'm gonna have my head bust on. It's a small, small world. It's a small, with the head buzz. Okay.
Look, that's it. Like, I literally wanted you guys to come on, you know, back in March, right? But it literally scheduled itself the way it needed it to be scheduled, because look, it was gonna happen.
Yes.
It was going to happen because I just saw so much that Eki was posting. I was like, yo, let me inbox her. Let me inbox, because look, we need y'all to come through. Like, again, like I told y'all, the 415, we love bringing greatness on. You know, so look, you have somebody else.
Of you.
Listen,
you know what? It did happen the way it was supposed to happen, because, you know, like Shannon said, you know, the last month, even though it was our birthday month, I really feel like I had a shift. There's a shift going on within me, right? And I'm not saying it's a bad shift, but it's a shift I can feel that's happening. It's like, I don't know if I can I'm trying to put a handle on it. I'm trying to take control of it. And it was like, okay, so what about me? Who's going to fill me up? Who's going to help me out? You know, I'm always extending myself. I'm always doing this and doing that, whatever. And it's like, dang, I'm tired. And the fact that you come on and I just feel energized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Great.
I feel
that's
right.
the grace. That's
so it was like I needed this to fill myself back up and say, hold on, Shawty, put that crown back on the way it's supposed to be. You feel me? Don't let them tilt your crown, you know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna tilt it, you better be fly with it. You feel what I'm saying?
Hello.
But
You know,
put a little angle. You better be.
You know, it's so funny that you said that, because I always remember, especially during rehearsals, and I be getting shy. Like, I'm shy, guys, for real.
Shy? Where?
I be getting shy.
Be busting people up and stuff.
I be getting shy, and Miss Eki be coming to me and being like, "Your head."
Don't say that.
She's like, "Angie, your head." And I'll be like,
that's
why you keep messing with me for? Like, I just like, she's like, stop putting your crown down.
Ooh,
it's okay. It's okay if you mess up. It's okay.
Listen.
The problem is that you need to keep your head up. If you keep your head up, it will flow.
That's
right. Don't worry about it. Nobody knows in the audience if you mess up a line, if you mess up a step. They don't know because they don't know the choreography. They don't know what's going
That's
on.
right. And
so if you hold your crown up and you continue to walk with your head high, then you will always walk in your purpose. And I was like, God, why you keep bringing me this lady? Jesus,
leave me alone.
Hey, look, it's like Queens messed up, but that ain't take their title away. You
Hello? I messed up yesterday when we were performing, and but my head was up. I was smiling, so I watched the video. I was smiling so hard, like, oh,
nobody make it part of the dance.
Sometimes you gotta go off. You gotta go off the
and that's so funny. That's funny because, like I said, because I'm a runway coach too. Like, I've been modeling since I was 13, and you know, like, I literally coached.
Can you teach me something? Because my walk is horrible.
Listen, my walk is.
I walk like George Jefferson.
Listen, I got you. My walk is mean. Listen. But like, I literally coached 300 kids from 3 years old, 3 years acting like they 50, 35, they grown, all the way up to 75 years old. So I have patience. And when I have girls come to me and say, I'm ugly, I'm this, no. I don't use that word. I build up. Everybody is beautiful. I don't care where you come from. Everybody. But I think we're coming up on the cutoff. But, you know, I just want to throw that out there. But we are so grateful and so thankful that y'all came through. Shannon, your bars was what you shared. Those were your bars.
Those are the bars.
Yes, you came through with it. Okay. But I can't. The vibes have been lit, y'all. It's been real. Like, it's been such a great.
And this is us non-intoxicated. So imagine if we had something.
Exactly. So look, I'm so glad that you ladies came on to the 4-5, like, talk with us, kicked it with us, like, had fun with us, dance with us, cry with us, tear with us. Look, had a deep thought with us. Like, we appreciate everything. Thank you for dropping those gems. Shannon for the bars. We appreciate it. Like, listen, the origin of how you guys started your Queens Inc. Mind blowing. Love it. Love it. Like y'all are gorgeous, beautiful, amazing, doing great work. We just hope that you just continue to keep doing you, being as fresh as you are. Shining that light. Don't let nobody dim the light because people will try. Okay. And like Keita said, fix your queen.
But if you're going to tilt it, you fly with it, honey.
That part.
Fly
so
with
look.
the crown. You
okay.
feel me?
Yes. Come on, McQuavon. See over there. Look. Yes. We want to let you say something because, you know, you get to say much. But go ahead and say something for the people.
Yes, of course. And on behalf of your queens, we definitely thank you guys for this opportunity. I clearly am laughing hysterically, but I am enjoying my Sunday, just being around dope people, great laughs, and great conversation.
Yes. Yes. They say we can't get together. We just did. Stop lying. Stop telling them stories about us because we real. Okay. When we come together, we come together. You lucky we ain't had no food.
Because I think we would have been here all day.
We would have been here all day.
All night. And don't
tell we gonna have a brunch.
Don't bring no dominoes or no spades.
See, I don't know how to play spades. I'm the only one that ain't got it.
We gonna go with dominoes because
I don't know
how to play spades either. And then I ask people, and then they just look at me, and I'm like, "You gonna teach me? You gonna
girl say."
So I still don't know. So clearly, you see what the answer is.
You just gotta watch. Look, you just gotta watch the table. Watch the table.
What Tyler Perry said? You better watch.
You better watch.
See, you better watch.
Play my position.
Hey, Tyler Perry. Hey.
Yes.
I know Tyler Perry. You know, hit up your queen.
Hey.
You said you're gonna let black people come and write, right?
Huh?
You gonna stop writing? Let us write. Come on, Tyler. We watching sisters now. We watching. Okay.
No,
I don't like how you left us hanging, but that's fine. I'll wait.
Beautiful queen.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
But again, I just want to plug it to you guys. Just like let us know where to find y'all, you know, how to get, you know, connected. Yeah, let us know your next event, virtual, whatever's going on. Let us know. Where can we find you?
Go ahead, Ange.
So our next event is June 19th. Juneteenth, we're having our documentary 2021. It's Your Queens. We're celebrating our 6th year on that day. So celebrating Blackness, celebrating the work that we've put in, celebrating the work that Eki has put in terms of making this company of what it is, and the queens and the kings and the princesses and everybody around us, our board of directors, our advisors, even just our friends and family who have supported us for umpteen amount of years and seeing this vision come to fruition. But you'd also could catch us on YouTube at Your Queens Inc. You could catch us on Instagram at Your Queens Inc. And you could catch us on Facebook at Your Queens Inc. And then follow us on our website at www.yourqueens.com, where you will see myself, the beautiful Shannon Nia, the beautiful Eki Famous, the beautiful McQuavon. We have Rashina, we have Timmy, we have Aisha, we have Lily, and we have our kings and our princesses. So please follow us.
Yay. Yes. And I think from my personal page, I subscribe, but we're going to get you from the 415 YouTube page. Okay. Yes. I'm gonna just inbox y'all on the Queen's page, my personal social media, because look, we're just gonna be connected on all sides, okay?
Let's do
it.
On
all sides, yes.
And I think I know, as true queens, Your Queens found. I think we need to close out with an affirmation because we are very big on that.
Are y'all okay with that?
Yes.
Listen, I need all the affirmations I can get.
So we're gonna start. Repeat after me. I am amazing.
I am amazing.
I am so powerful.
I'm so powerful.
I can do anything.
I can do anything.
I will never give up.
I will never give up.
Ever.
No matter
ever
what.
give up.
No matter what.
Because I'm a Black queen.
Because I'm a Black queen.
I am fearless.
I am fearless.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I really love myself.
I
really love myself.
Now, I really, really, really love myself.
I really, really, really love myself.
And Queens, I love you.
Love you back.
Love you back.
Thank you.
You know, Keita, it was hard for you to say that, huh?
Yeah, listen now. I'm good.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Yes, so you already know it's your girls, Miss B and Keita, the 415 podcast. Okay, make sure you tune in. We are always putting out great content, adding dope guests to our roster. Okay, we just love to have good conversations, bring dope people on, have these conversations that need to be had, and yes, uplift, encourage, all of that good stuff. So you already know
the 415.
Yes, the 415 podcast is yours. And your queens, yes, that's it.
Thank you.
That's the episode.
Blessings.
And we out.
Yes.
Bye.